Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Oklahoma's Best podcast. Today we're with Tyler. He's with the Surf Bar. Tyler, you have a couple of locations. Is that correct?
Yeah. We're up to 6 now in a food truck.
Fantastic. So, Tyler, thanks for joining us. Give us a little background on you and your family and your career.
Yeah. So my name is Tyler, as Jake just mentioned. I had the opportunity to start this journey with the Surf Bar in 2018. I was a senior in high school, and this opportunity just presented itself to me, and I knew I didn't want to go to college. And I was 17, about to graduate, and my dad gave me $750 to buy a sign and a couple fridges and some freezers and blenders as well. And we've now scaled to 6 locations and a food truck as well. And we are hopefully about to grow some more.
So 17, where'd that vision come from? That come from you, or had you seen it? Was somebody talking about it with you?
Yeah, so somebody opened up a similar concept whenever I was in high school, along like the smoothie bowls and the juices and that kind of deal. And then I was fortunate to be able to travel to places like California and Hawaii and Belize and Florida, and I just fell in love with the product. And I've always loved fruit growing up, and so it was a perfect match.
Okay, all right. So you started with one.
We started with one. We were in the back of a boutique, kind of hidden on a pretty busy road, but it was very tucked away, and it was right before COVID too. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So talk about your growth. What's been the key?
There's been several keys. We've been blessed with a lot of great people who have helped in every aspect of business, whether that's, having a dad who has done accounting forever, bankers, attorneys, people like one of my best friends. He's our VPO. He went to high school with me to help with the operations and run things. My wife, who just steps in and helps make bowls and smoothies whenever needed. So having great people has been a good key, but then also just having the ambition and drive that we're going to be the best and we're going to do whatever it takes.
Fantastic. All right. So if anyone's never been to any of your locations with the Surf Bar, juice and smoothies extraordinaires, what are they going to see? I always three questions are always good for me. What are they going to see? As an owner, what smell is in the air? That's always important to people, especially in the food and beverage business. And then what are they going to hear? What kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, so we really focus on 2 big things. It's the culture and the product. Those are the 2 things we focus on as a business. And the product itself is already good. We use fresh fruits and frozen fruits. And so we stay away from the syrups and the canned products. So the product itself, it's going to be a pretty product that you're going to want to see and post on Instagram. But then whenever you walk in also, we train our team to be passionate about their job, to love it, to be energetic and youthful with it. And so whenever a customer comes in, our main goal is they need to leave happier than what they came in being. And so that's a big goal for us, just genuinely caring about the customer.
I love that. I love that motto. Okay, now let's jump into some of your let's jump into smells. If there's one common smell in the air, in the atmosphere, and people walk in, what are they going to notice?
Since we use a lot of fresh fruit, you get that real. It's not like you don't necessarily just sell or smell just fresh strawberries or fresh bananas, right, or fresh pineapple. It's a fresh, organic and natural, earthy smell. It smells good. A lot of people say whenever they walk in, it smells really good. And that's just because, we use fresh fruits. We have pineapples right there on the counter and bananas right there on the counter. And so that's, at least I'm hoping that's what the smell should be, right?
Yeah. Do you run into logistic problems since you use so many fresh items?
We used to. So we used to just go pick up our food from Aldi every morning. And as we grew, that just became impossible to do with 3, 4, 5, 6 stores. So we actually use US Foods for all of our fresh produce. And we're actually their biggest fresh produce buyer in the state, and hopefully soon to be in the nation as we scale.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as logistic issues, the seasonality of the fresh fruits is tough. The wildfires in California don't help with the strawberries, and there's logistical issues like that.
Sure, sure. All right, now let's jump into atmosphere. As you're building these brick and mortars and your food trucks and things that are going through there, what is it in your atmosphere? What are people going to experience?
Yeah, so we play some music, upbeat music. We hand create all of our playlists. We let our team uh, put together some songs, and whenever you walk in, we want you to feel like you're at the beach. Like you walk through the doors and you walked onto the sand, and you're about to get some food from a hut and just go on a mini vacation during your lunch break. And so we have some good music playing, a little bit of everything, a little bit of country, a little bit of hip hop, little throwbacks, little dance, techno music.
Yep.
We're a Christian-based business, so we play a little Christian music here and there.
Okay.
Mix that in the playlist, but all sorts of stuff. I mean, hopefully you get a wide variety.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Talk about your passion for this. If you weren't passionate for this, it wouldn't be a success. It wouldn't continue to grow. Talk about your passion in this.
Man, I just love this. I love this company. I love the people, and I love the product. I literally eat an acai bowl 6 days a week, and I've done for lunch, and I've done that since we've opened for the past coming up on 5 years.
Sure.
I love what we do. I love getting to talk with the people, to give people opportunities for employment, bring something to customers that they can't just go get, down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, we're not in this for the money. We're in this to make the world a better place. And our slogan actually is one bowl at a time. So, we're making our communities better one bowl at a time. We're giving somebody a great job experience one bowl at a time. And just to be able to wake up every day and love what I do, genuinely love what I do, not just say that, it makes all the difference in the world for me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's good insight. Now, listen, let's be straightforward here. Obviously, you have to turn a profit where you can't sustain and where you're going. Now, looking at that as a business standpoint, where's the line for you between expansion and continuing to growth, and then being able to sustain a slower season? I'm making the assumption that maybe wintertime is a little bit slower than summer and spring. However, maybe you accommodate for that, and as insightful as you are, I'm guessing you probably have. But where's that line between how fast you can grow and then still be sustainable?
Yeah, I mean, we being so young and inexperienced, I like to call it, in the business world, and especially the food industry. That was a real challenge for me to overcome personally, is not letting that ambition always try to be on the gas pedal, right? To know that sometimes you have to go backwards in order to go forwards farther and faster. And so, we've made a lot of mistakes, a lot of high dollar mistakes, just like any successful business does. But I think what's important for us is that whenever we make those mistakes, we learn from them, which I like to call those investments, right? Like we made a mistake and we learned from it, and now we're better from it. So therefore, it's an investment. It's going to pay off more in the long run. But yeah, I mean, the winter, sales do slow down about I don't know, mid-October to February, and then spring to August and September. It's usually just it's busy. That's our busy season. But we have coffee and we have some oatmeal and warm foods and stuff like that we try to accommodate with. But we try not to stray too far away from our main product.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Have you experimented with some holiday drinks? Like, do you jump on the pumpkin bandwagon in the fall? Do you do peppermint and holiday, like eggnog flavored type drinks in the winter?
Yeah, so we tried a peppermint bowl last winter, and it was all right. It was kind of just more of an experiment than anything. But this we're actually about to drop our fall specials in mid-October, and we're hoping to do some. We're not hoping, but we are going to do some. We're going to do a pumpkin bowl. We're going to do a caramel apple bowl, smoothie.
Oh, nice.
Pumpkin smoothie. This winter, I think we're going to kind of take a break from a winter special and maybe pick up on that next year as we get the logistics of that down.
Sure.
But yeah.
Awesome. let's branch it just a little bit here. 17 years old, somebody's listening to this podcast, just stumbled upon it as a teenager. Best advice you could give them if they have this urge and this feeling and this insight as to opening a new business or starting something? What's the best advice you can give to them?
Man, to keep it short, I think the best advice that I could probably give is that I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it. It's not easy. And it's honestly not always fun. That's part of being a business owner is it's not always fun or easy. But if you love what you do and if you're consistent and you have that passion and drive, if you just keep pushing through the hard times, like it will get better. And if it doesn't, then you learn from your mistakes and you use those to make better decisions moving forward. Maybe, your first business fails and you have to shut it down, but your second one, you're going to open up with a lot more experience and knowledge. And so just never quitting and being ambitious and driven and putting in that work it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. If Tyler, if somebody's listening to this and they're interested in learning more about how you did things and your philosophy, are you open to mentorship? Can people reach out to you? And do you have the availability to answer a phone call or an email periodically to that young boy or young girl who's looking to model what you've done and maybe in a different business classification or model like that? Is that something you're open to?
Yeah, absolutely. I always I like to be, I try to be an easy person to contact. I still reply to people who reach out to us on our website. I'm the one who emails them back. Instagram DMs, I get on there and I read them and message back sometimes. So yeah, I'm an open person. I'm an open book. You can just get on our website and do the contact form, and it goes straight to me. I try to teach some business classes or volunteer to teach business classes in my community just to kind of help out and share some insight that I have. But I would absolutely love to help young future entrepreneurs because that's the future of America.
No, that's perfect. I'm glad that you're doing that. And that's kind of why I keyed on that a little bit. All right, couple of fun questions. Well, first of all, let's take care of some business for your locations. Give us the areas and the cities of your locations.
So we have our food truck at Statewide currently. We have Shawnee, 2 locations in Norman, one on Campus Corner and one in North Norman, almost by Moore. Stillwater, Chisholm Creek, which is North Oklahoma City, and Midwest City. Those are our brick and mortar stores that we have, and a couple on the way, hopefully.
Yeah, very good, very good. All right, now let's have a couple of fun questions because I am in live music and live entertainment. I always ask these next 2 questions, whether you like music or not. You've been to a concert. I'm writing a book. Eventually, we're going to tally the results of this. Yesterday, I heard Lyle Lovett for the first time twice, and I've never heard that as an answer. What's the best concert you've ever been to, Tyler?
Best concert I've ever been to. I really haven't been to a lot. I've maybe been to like 4 or 5 in my life. I went to a Hillsong concert last April in Dallas, Hillsong and Chris Tomlin. That was really cool. In my high school days, I went to a Juice WRLD concert actually like 2 months before he died. And that was a lot of fun too. So that was a good one. I'd probably have to lean more on the Hillsong and Chris Tomlin side that I had the most fun at.
Okay. All right. I just saw Ann Wilson last week at the fair, and I love Ann Wilson. I wish that contemporary country would play her on the radio because I love, man. She's kind of got some dark, just dark vibe-ish stuff that's really, really cool. Okay. Dead or alive, somebody you'd want to see in concert, dead or alive.
Oh, in concert? Who would you want to see? While I think of mine.
Oh, Frank Sinatra. That one was
Frank Sinatra.
Not my genre at all, but just I can just chill out to Frank Sinatra all night long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Maybe I'm not really a history guy, but I'm really intrigued by history, and so maybe something more along the lines of like Elvis, just because I hear a lot about him, but I never got to obviously experience the hype or anything. So maybe just to see what the hype's about, go see Elvis.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think the energy would be incredible for sure.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. Very good. Very good. Tyler, is there a central point? What's your website and how do people find out more about Surf Bar?
Yeah, so we have our website. That's where we try to send everybody. It's just www.surfbar.com. Or you can go to our Instagram, that's surfbar.us. And from there, you can check out what we have. You can click all of our links, contact me personally if you want. Other than that, we hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler, thanks for being on with us today. I appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to.